Look, if you're tuning in today looking for a soft, sugar-coated pat on the back, I'm just going to be honest with you. You're in the wrong place. But if you are ready to wake up from a sleep you didn't even know you were in, well, then you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're breaking down a really raw, uncompromising manifesto on taking complete ownership of your life. We're going to strip away all the noise and look at exactly what it takes to stop sleepwalking and actually start building.
So right now, I need you to stop. Just stop. Whatever else you're doing. Stop scrolling, stop multitasking, take a real deep breath, and answer this honestly. Are you actively chasing your dreams, or are you just existing, sleepwalking through your daily routine? See, we all want the freedom, the respect, that incredibly fulfilling relationship, the successful business. We all want it. But what are you actually doing today to get it? Because let me tell you, just hoping things will magically change, that is a guaranteed strategy for failure.
All right, let's dive into Section 1, the ultimate wake-up call. We really need to confront a harsh reality here. When you hit that snooze button on your alarm or you spend another hour mindlessly scrolling on your phone, you aren't just killing time. Time is literally killing you. Every wasted hour is a piece of your life being permanently destroyed. You see, it always starts with now, and now is usually where your fear lives. So to avoid that fear, what do? You tell yourself, oh, I'll just do it next week. But next week is nothing more than a delay tactic, and that delay turns into next year, which is exactly where regret sets in. And finally, you hit the brutal, honest reality. Never. The phrase, I'll do it later, is absolutely the biggest lie you ever tell yourself. Because Minners, they act even when they're terrified.
Which brings us to Section 2, the No Excuses Morning Protocol.
Look, if you actually want to change your life, you have to hijack your morning routine. You have to set up an unstoppable, excuse-free day right from the jump. That comfort zone of waking up and lazily checking your phone in bed, it is silently killing your dreams. Instead, I want you to follow this brutal 3-step protocol. Step 1, the absolute second you wake up, before your feelings can even take over, ask yourself, what would a disciplined person do today? And then you go do exactly that. Step 2, embody the identity. I mean, dress, talk, and walk like success. And step 3, push into sustained action. Force that immediate forward momentum. You have to become the person who proves everyone wrong. And that brings us to the number 10. 10. That is a strict, non-negotiable rule. You're allowed exactly 10 minutes to think and plan. That's it. After that, you must act. Overthinking is a cage, guys. It's like you plan the perfect workout, you buy the expensive gym clothes, you download the fitness app, but you never actually go to the gym. Success doesn't come from crafting 100 perfect plans for later. It comes from doing one imperfect action right now to build unstoppable momentum.
Let's keep moving. Section 3, the battlefield of willpower. Here is the raw truth. Your biggest enemy, it's not your boss, it's not the economy, and it's definitely not your smartphone. Your biggest enemy is the weak, comfortable version of yourself. There is a literal war happening inside your head every single day. On one side, you have the lazy you, begging to stay safe, seeking comfort, constantly making excuses. And on the other side, you've got the ambitious you, the one who embraces discomfort and is just hungry for growth. It's kind of like that old story of the two wolves living inside you. Which one wins? Simple. The one you choose to feed. Every single time you choose a difficult task over an easy distraction, you starve the lazy wolf and you feed your ambition. And your primary weapon in this daily battle is willpower. What is willpower? It's doing the right thing even when every single feeling in your body is screaming no. Relying on motivation is a massive trap because, honestly, your feelings are liars. You aren't always going to feel like waking up early. You aren't always going to feel like putting in the work. True willpower acts like a muscle. You have to train it by deliberately doing the things you absolutely hate doing until you become the complete master of your habits. Now, let's talk about the outside world in Section 4, rejecting the validation trap. The outside world is totally full of unqualified opinions and toxic benchmarks, and they will kill your progress if you let them. Think about it. When you scroll online and suddenly feel terrible about your own life, you are unfairly measuring your raw, messy, 24-hour, behind-the-scenes reality against someone else's carefully curated 15-second highlight reel. You aren't seeing their breakdowns. You aren't seeing their failures. The fastest way to destroy your own progress is to constantly look sideways at what everyone else is doing. You need to reject external validation entirely. You, and only you, are the sole creator of your destiny. As the quote goes, expectations are the prison of dreams. Let me give you an example. Take a guy like Nick, incredibly talented, brilliant guy, but he's completely trapped in a frustrating 9-to-5 job that just drains his soul.
Why? Because he chose societal and family expectations over his own destiny. He was literally terrified people would laugh at him if he broke the mold. But living your life just to make other people comfortable, that is going to leave you feeling like a prisoner in your own body.
So here is a hard truth, but honestly, it's a beautiful one. Nobody cares. And that right there is your greatest power. Nobody is coming to save you. But because nobody is paying that close attention to you, you are completely free. You are free to fail, you're free to look stupid, and you are free to try again. Think about J.K. Rowling. She was rejected a dozen times before Harry Potter got picked up. She didn't sit around waiting for the world to pick her. She picked herself. You have to write your own name on the opportunity.
Let's shift gears a bit. Section 5, turning pain into power.
Look, I know a lot of you watching this are likely carrying hidden trauma and suffering. Maybe you've been betrayed, rejected, or ignored, and now you walk around hiding it all under a fake smile. I get it. But the challenge here is to stop acting like a victim. Instead, I want you to use that heartbreak as raw, combustible fuel. Take that very real pain and transform it into art, into ruthless discipline, into unbreakable motivation, and into a powerful voice. The strongest people in the world, they don't run from the pain, they let it sharpen them. They use it to ensure no one ever makes them feel small again, building an ironclad foundation for their future. And that brings us to our final section. Section 6, your time is now.
Okay, I'm taking off the drill instructor hat for a second here. I know you might be exhausted right now. You might be feeling like your money is low, your energy is completely gone, and like absolutely nothing is working. But please hear me when I say this. Everything will be okay. There really is light at the end of the tunnel. And hey, this isn't some fake toxic positivity. This is earned reassurance. Your deepest struggles, they're not the end of your story. They are simply the beginning of a much smarter, stronger, far more powerful version of yourself. You just cannot stop walking. I love this thought. You are not just a human being. You are a storm waiting to rise. So pick up your heart, wipe your tears, and realize the immense, untapped power you have sitting right inside you. When you finally decide to harness that discipline and harness that pain, the world is going to watch in absolute shock. So I leave you with this final question. Why not now? Don't tell me next Monday. Don't tell me next year. Give me one solid, real reason why you cannot take a single step toward your new life today, right at this very second. You won't find one. You have zero excuses left. The clock is ticking and your potential is waiting. Stop existing and start living. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Now, go take action.